Thank you guys for joining me for another video. Okay, we're going to start off with some prayer and then I'll tell you the cards that we're using. If the energy from the card sounds like it's a match, please continue to watch the videos. Um, today's intention for this video is so that we can understand what freedom truly means to us at a soul deep level, okay? All right, let's get into prayer. Most High of love and light, thank you for this moment of harmonious connection. I ask and pray for clarity to bless our minds, hearts, bodies, and souls. And I ask for all karmic energies that do not serve our highest good to be removed from our energy fields and from our lives in areas in which they are causing unnecessary hardship. And I ask and pray for all those hardships to be alchemized into long term, generational stability that is sustained with integrity. Please allow me to deliver clear, concise, effective, emotional, manipulation free messages. I am your humble servant here ready to serve. All right, so we're going to be using my own homemade deck of cards. We're using the Angels Among Us. We're also using the Give Me a Sign cards, and we're using the Classic Horror Oracle deck. Let's start off with a couple of messages from my homemade deck of cards. We have happy, healthy family barbecue vibes. So we're going to get into that. Um, First off, I'm feeling like you have people who want to basically be around healthy people. So people might be in a mood where they're cutting off toxic people and they're not letting the fear of how gossip can negatively impact them um, prohibit them from starting new connections. But I do advise you guys to basically energetically protect yourselves, to energetically protect you, to energetically protect yourselves from the negative consequences of gossip. There is Reiki to clear up rumors and gossip and things of that nature. Cord cutting. Basically, you have to understand that while you may have the greatest intentions, to start new connections, you want to make sure you are energetically protecting yourselves because even if the gossip doesn't negatively impact you, it can negatively impact your children. It can negatively impact your future generations. So while there's some people who are saying, hey, I'm going to basically invest into healthy people by becoming healthy, and I'm aware that gossip will ensue, there are methods where you can protect yourselves from gossip. That way, if someone is trying to do a humiliation campaign against you or target you with bullying on a sociopathic or psychopathic level, you'll be able to have a strong foundation and you'll be able to get justice for character defamation. Okay? Especially we have individuals who are selfish enough to start malicious rumors and gossip that can negatively impact you being able to provide for your children. So just invest into research on how to properly protect yourselves from the negative consequences of gossip, especially if you're dealing with people who are sociopathic or psychopathic and narcissistic enough to not care how the gossip that they start can negatively impact your current generations and future generations. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. So Traditions with karmics, especially if co-parenting with the narcissist. So some of you guys could have spent the holidays with someone that you're co-parenting with who is narcissistic. Secrets of betrayal could definitely have came out, and some of you guys could be trying to figure out what are the next steps of justice, because some of you guys could be co-parenting with narcissists who the secrets of betrayal could be extremely, like if we were on, if this were a balance beam, they could have took things so overboard that you guys are trying to figure out how to maintain stability while getting the necessary justice. Things could have gotten so complicated that some of you guys may really be investing into maintaining your overall health so that you guys will have the energy and to be able to maintain resources so you guys will not be negatively impacted on a resource level and also health wise level, to get justice for secrets of betrayal connected to co-parenting with the narcissist. Okay, we're gonna get one more card from here. So some of you guys, so if you guys were spent a traditional day or a holiday with a narcissist that you could be co-parenting with, the narcissist could be humbling themselves, but they are doing it so that the imbalances will be ignored. And it's kind of like you already know that if they get way too comfortable, they're going to go back to doing it and saying, hey, I'm sorry, please forgive me. So some of you guys could be in a state where it's just like you're praying for a miracle so that you guys can be able to have a healthy relationship with your children. At the same time, you also understand that this is a good time to use the information of exposed secrets in order to get justice so that your parental rights will not negatively be impacted by a narcissist that you guys could be co-parenting with. So take what resonates. If this is not your situation, I'm speaking to conscious individuals who are co-parenting with the narcissist, and the narcissist could be acting humble now only because secrets of betrayal have been exposed. At the same time, it's enough for a legal situation to take place. So some of you parents could be trying to figure out solutions in order to be able to have freedom away from a person that you are co-parenting with that is a narcissist. So only take what resonates. We have Baba Yaga and we have duality coming out here, okay? With Guru Ram Das and humility. So humility is showing up again. So with happy, healthy family barbecue vibes and duality, I feel like this is a time where traditional roles of this is what family does and this is what if this is your role, this is what you stick to. Some of you guys might be getting clarity that if you guys stay in those roles, you guys will not be able to have the freedom that you guys are truly desiring. So you guys may be tapping into your duality, because at this point, if you do not tap into your duality, you're either going to be a doormat for certain family members whose idea of happy, healthy family barbecue vibes is in which they're creating an atmosphere of those of everyone who's like they're creating an atmosphere of inferiority in order to maintain a superiority complex. So some of you guys could be tapping into your duality, and at the same time, with the humility here, you guys could be seeing that, you know, surrendering to what you can't control is actually going to work in your favor. And it's going to also help you guys be able to, you know, understand your duality. You guys could have some family members who try to have you guys see things in black and white, or this is good and this is bad, but they did it so that you guys could fit in certain roles so that they could be able to have an idea image for the family lineage. But I feel like family secrets are being exposed. So I feel like some of you guys are humbly tapping into your duality in order to not be victimized by family members who are basically blind, deaf, and dumb, choosing to remain blind, deaf, and dumb, or they're literally unaware of how their actions are negatively impacting their interpersonal connections. So some of you guys could be in a place where it's like, whether or not we were family, I'm not going to sit here and tolerate whatever you're doling out. We have Archangel Ariel, and we have Guardian of the Earth. So with traditions, with karmics, some of you guys could be losing interest in materialistic things because you guys could be putting together that karmic family members. If you guys have children who have, if you're co-parenting with a narcissist, your children could be losing interest in materialistic things because with Archangel Michael and protection here, your children could be realizing that narcissistic parents are having strings attached to these gifts, and with strings being attached to the gifts that they're giving their children, this can compromise their safety. And also, if you have children, your children are divinely guided and protected. But at the same time, if you guys have children, if you guys are co-parenting with the narcissist, your children could be in a state where they do like materialistic wealth and gain, but at the same time, they're choosing to prioritize their safety so that they will not, so that the narcissistic parent or narcissistic parental figure will not have strings attached to the gift and then create illusions and trauma for them long term. So some of you guys could be co-parenting with a narcissist who attaches strings to gifts, especially, and they could basically, their children are being protected from their selfishness, okay? Also, some of you guys, some of the secrets that could be exposed, or if it has not been exposed yet, it's going to be how some, if you guys are co-parents with narcissists, how they attach strings to gifts in order to convince children to act a certain way so that it could appear as if the family was happy. And then we have segment, we have destruction and illumination. So if you guys are co-parenting with the narcissist is having a hard time hiding that things are falling apart for them, okay? With the Archangel Uriel and illumination, the reason that they're acting humble is because they cannot hide the fact that things are being destroyed around them. Their foundation is very faulty and it's being exposed, okay? And this has to do with secrets being exposed. And if you guys have not yet found out about gifts with strings attached that a narcissistic parent has given to their children to have them conform to act a certain way. That's going to be coming out, if not now, shortly, because that's also connected to how the narcissistic parent was able to hide the instability that is now being exposed. Let's keep going. We're only going to take this one. What is the sign of balance, you guys? A, Libra. B, Cancer. C, Virgo. D, Gemini. What is the sign of balance? A, Libra. B, Cancer. C, Virgo. D, Gemini. What is the sign of balance? A, Libra. B, Cancer. C, Virgo. D, Gemini. And the answer is A, Libra. Libra is the sign of balance. So, what I'm picking up here with happy family vibes and duality here, some family secrets are being exposed. So it's kind of like if you have family members trying to act as if the family got along well and was harmonious, these secrets are being exposed. Some family members might be getting the law involved on certain family members with certain things coming out in order to basically protect themselves from certain family members who feel entitled to individuals due to a history of being able to take advantage of certain people. So some of you guys are going to find out how some of your family members have been taking advantage of you guys for quite a long time. And this is a part of this is part of someone's karma for trying to hold a family together on faulty instability. And this was a long time coming. So some of you guys could be wondering why it took so long for these family secrets to be exposed. That's going to be coming out too. That's going to be coming out too. Some of you guys could be like, wait, if all this shit is coming out now, and this has been happening for a long ass time, why are these secrets now finally being exposed? All right, let's keep going. What sign is associated with hands and feet? We have A, Pisces. B, Taurus. C, Libra. D, Leo. What sign is associated with the hands and feet? A, Pisces. B, Taurus. C, Libra. D, Leo. What sign is associated with the hands and feet? A, Pisces. B, Taurus. C, Libra. D, Leo. The answer is A, Pisces. Pisces is associated with the hands and feet. So some of you guys are going to find out that some family members have been calling you guys lazy, or the narcissistic parent that you could be co-parenting with has been calling you guys lazy only because you're not openly sharing it's like you're not being vulnerable with them. Some of you guys could have basically been, becoming less emotional available to narcissists in your family dynamic. Some of you guys have had to spend traditional holidays with them. And some of you guys could be distancing yourselves from them emotionally. So instead of them, saying, hey, what you're experiencing is valid and this is your experience and I'll leave you be, They're sitting here starting conflict, chaos, and confusion, trying to call you lazy because you're simply not sharing your emotions with them. Also, some of you guys could be co-parenting with a narcissist who misses how much fun you used to be with them. So if any of you guys have emotionally pulled away from a narcissist you're co-parenting with, they miss the fun that they had with you guys. But you also understand that if you have a good time with them, they're going to sit there and bring their unique form of chaos, conflict, and confusion. So some of you guys have been distancing yourselves from a narcissistic person that you guys are co-parenting with, and the narcissistic parent could be trying to simply say that you guys are lazy, emotionally unavailable, but the fact is you guys are detached to protect yourselves because you understand that these people, they basically overdo everything. And also, um, some of you guys are going to find out that a narcissistic parent gave a child a gift in order to emotionally blackmail them or to emotionally manipulate them. Yeah. Some of you guys are going to find out that a narcissistic parental figure gifted someone who is very youthful and isn't fully aware of what's going on a gift in order to be able to get them emotionally indebted to them. Wow, that's pathetic. Let's get one more message from this Give Me a Sign cards. We have, what sign is this constellation? We have A, Aries, B, Taurus, C, Virgo, D, Leo. A, Aries, B, Taurus, C, Virgo, D, Leo. A, Aries, B, Taurus, C, Virgo, D, Leo. What sign is this constellation? It's Aries. So, some spell work is backfiring. If you were dealing with the NPD who was abusing esoterics, they're surprised that the destruction that they tried to hide that's happening in their lives has been exposed. And this is basically helping you guys remove obstacles. Because the ways that an NPD who was abusing esoterics in your life, the way they were able to hide their instability was by making you basically the star of, like, let's say a series of unfortunate events. Now it's like return to senders are happening, and this is basically making it so NPD who abused esoterics destruction is basically an obstacle being removed. Then we also have the devil and the woods here. So let's talk about it. This is under the happy family vibes one as well. You guys can have some people watching you guys. You guys can have some people with this camera here literally invading your privacy with the devil obsessively. And this is, some of you guys can have family members who are literally invading your privacy. And this is where some people, it might be best to get the law involved because they feel entitled to invade your privacy due to the history that you guys have had and the fact that you guys may be simply saying, hey, let's set healthy boundaries. They may be going above and beyond to invade your privacy. You could have some really weird people obsessively watching and stalking you guys. But no worries. You see how this nun here has the devil over her? These the same people that's obsessively stalking you guys, they could be trying to hide behind religion. They could be trying to hide behind structure so that their stalking will not be exposed. But literally, if they're playing with spirituality, if they're sitting there changing religious texts up in order to basically be able to get away with very imbalanced behavior with this devil card in the woods, no worries. Some of you guys may not even have to go to a literal court system. Um, let's just say we're coming into a time where stalkerish people are going to understand exactly how real the esoteric realm is. More likely, the people that are stalking you, their auroric fields are very weak, so it's easy for low vibrational entities and parasitic entities to to latch onto them. And basically, while they're focusing so much on you and how you're able to maintain, they're going to basically be targeted by lower level entities of the esoteric realm. Now, any of you guys who are into the supernatural, you guys understand the importance of chakra maintenance. So anyone who has been stalking you guys and is extremely off balance, and it could be your family, well, let's just say their chakras are off balance. So however their chakras are off balance is exactly how they will basically be targeted for basically trying to justify invading your privacy. And this could be family members. You have to basically, this is why it's important to upkeep spiritual hygiene. So realize the people that have been stalking you guys haven't been keeping up spiritual hygiene. And keep your spiritual hygiene up, because when the time comes, you're gonna see how these people who thought they were getting away with stalking you, however they were stalking you obsessively, their auroric fields are extremely weak. And because their spiritual hygiene has not been maintained independently, you're going to start to really see how real the esoterics really truly are. We also have grief and obsession. Some of you guys are going to find out that if you guys are co-parenting with the narcissist, they're only obsessing about you guys because they do not know how to let things go. They're living in the past, and it's kind of like it's basically, it's kind of like you guys have mentally removed yourselves from the situation. You guys are ready to physically separate yourselves from these people. And basically, it's kind of like whatever ideas they had of family didn't work out. So it's kind of like they're trying to heavily utilize emotional manipulation and illusions. And this is where some of you guys are going to start to understand how deep some of these narcissists that you're co-parenting with, if they have psychosis, you guys are going to see how deep this shit goes. But you guys are going to get a clarity that is not really based off of you. It's because they don't want to deal with shit that happened in their own childhood. So instead of actually dealing with their own childhood, they decided to basically put their attention onto someone else. And this is why this is how they're justifying their obsession and trying to hide what they're doing to basically get their obsessive needs met. And if you have children with these people, remember, Archangel Michael showed up. Your children are divinely guided and protected, okay, from this type of behavior. Ooh, child. You saw angel number 2929? Leave a message in emojis. We're going to get one more message and we're going to close this out. And I hope this message has served you guys well. we have combination, and we have experience. So some of you guys with this, with the segment energy, you guys have experienced trauma where it's like the people who have tried to cause destruction in your lives with a lot of heavy spell work, they have expected you to turn out way worse than it's kind of like you don't look like what the spell work should have turned out to be. Some of you guys have experienced so much extreme trauma, and we're gonna talk about it. Cause the experience card talks about extremes. So some of you guys could be dealing with narcissists who is going above and beyond to hide the extremes that they went to traumatize you guys. They could have used a lot of spell work, and the spell work is backfiring because it's exposing how they have instability. So, um, some of you guys are going to realize the changes that you guys are undergoing is necessary to protect yourselves from these sociopathic, psychopathic NPDs, especially if you're co-parenting with them. But I also feel like you guys are being reminded to understand. Remember to stay grounded when these people are being obsessive, because eventually, you know how everything has to balance with the Libra energy. All this obsessive energy is going to eventually balance out with these people being exposed, and whatever was stolen from you will be returned. So restoration is in play. Some of you guys could be experiencing grief due to the amount of injustice that you've had to deal with very obsessive people who have gone above and beyond to hide how they can overdo things. And especially when it comes to emotional manipulation. Some of you guys could have grief connected to abuse of magic and psychic attacks. With the Libra energy, realize that this is all going to be balanced out. This is part of a bigger plan. Um, Allow these obsessive people to run their course, because eventually this situation will be balanced out. Okay. Restoration for all the grief that they have caused you is coming. And the people that have caused you grief with their obsessiveness, they're surprised that you do not look like what the spell work they did to you guys should have produced. Okay. You had some people who did the type of spell work on you guys where you guys should have became psychopaths. Some of you guys should have basically been sexually assaulted. Some of you guys should have been homeless. Like basically the sociopaths, psychopaths, and narcissists who abuse esoterics and have been trying to hide the fact that they have been obsessively stalking you guys. Let's keep it honest. Their imbalances are being exposed. Allow them to expose themselves. This is part of a bigger plan. It's gonna make sense eventually, but realize that this is saying, continue choosing to invest into yourself. And understand, if anyone starts rumors and lies about you, in order to basically get you to become emotionally invested into them, realize they're not thinking with clarity, they're not seeing with logic. And if you have children with any of these people, realize that a higher power has them. The Archangel Michael card came up saying that your children are protected. Even though one of these NPD parents I picked up gave their child a gift and then tried to create psychosis or some type of emotional disconnect in order to control their children. Realize your children are divinely guided and protected. We're living in a time now where you have family secrets coming out, and family members that have known all about the dysfunction, they are trying to basically get from under the they're trying to get from out of the line of fire of family secrets being exposed, especially if they know exactly why certain injustices have happened in the family and they kept it hush hush. Let's get you guys some healing energy with the Palo Santo, and we're going to close it out here. And I hope that this message served you guys well. I hope that you guys have clarity on things that didn't make sense before, and realize this all this craziness is taking place. It's supposed to be taking place. It's a part of closing out a karmic cycle. Um, and long term, you guys are going to be grateful that you did not look back and you kept moving forward, and you trusted your path of authenticity. Love, peace, and happiness.